Previously on Talk That Talk.
DCI, correct?
I taught DCI.
Okay, so you have kids on the battery and you have kids in the front ensemble. Now, be honest, and Quan, you did too. Let's talk about percentage. How many of them kids, percentage-wise, are actually going out to be percussion instructors? And I see you chuckle because a lot of them
probably
don't.
like maybe 2-3%.
Maybe 2-3%.
Yeah, very low. Very low.
Those kids learn that stuff. They go hard. They learn formalities. They learn timpani. They learn all this other stuff just for the sport. And when they get done with their sport, they go be a doctor. They go be a lawyer. They go be an engineer. They go do this. So when we allow our kids to say, I ain't trying to be no drum instructor, that's an excuse. That's like a kid saying, hey, I want to be the next LeBron James. All right, man, you got to get in the gym and start working out. Nah, man, I just want to. No, there's no excuse. If that's what you want to do, and this is what we are saying that you need to do, then you got to do it. Because a lot of people don't like the fact that, we use DCI, but a lot of them kids in DCI don't be percussion instructors. They don't. They learn all that stuff for the love and the sport of what they're doing with their competition. And then after they get done with it, then what?
They go be a veterinarian or something.
They go be a regular citizen to society, but they can definitely play a formality piece if they need you.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine telling your biology teacher, well, I really don't want to be a biology teacher, so I don't care about this course. I just want to graduate. Or what about algebra, right? I'm not going to really, I don't need Pythagorean theorem, right? So I don't really need this class. But you want to graduate. So to get here, it's all these steps to get there. And and I think what we're doing as a disservice is that, first off, us being instructors, we're allowing children to literally tell us what they want and don't want to do. That's the first mistake, right? So then if I tell a kid, hey, look, you don't have to come to practice because you got hands. That ain't going to end well, right? And it's not fair, right? They still have to do the things to get that reward. And I think when you look at it, I think what we're doing is it just goes back to a lot of us, we're speaking from our personal experiences. I remember in high school, I remember in elementary school, I had instructors that taught me how to read. And I think if you didn't have them, then of course, unless back then without the influence of the internet and things like that, then you really kind of just really was dealing with rote, right? And I understand that, but I think all of us right now, everybody on this panel can read and compose, right? And that was something we all did on our own initiative, right? Because I wasn't capable like I am now in middle school or high school. I can read pretty much anything you put in front of me, right? But that came from me saying, let me do this a little bit more because I want to take my students to another level in high school and things like that. So I just think, and I understand because I get, you get kids that can play, but they struggle reading. But that's when we as instructors say, you know what, come here, I'm going to make you better. I'm going to take you to the next level. Well, now I don't want to do that. Well, you can't play. You can't play on this line because guess what? When I send them home and they say, hey, look, pages 15, 19, 22, and 47, we playing them at the game. You can't read, you come back, the practice is about you. We don't even have that. And you guys know we don't have a lot of time with percussion, right? We're expected to go out there. We got to learn what we're going to learn in that first couple of hours or whatever while the band is off doing their thing. Then we got to come back and learn with the band. And then we get some sectionals after the band. But if we make it all rote about the individual, then you start. And what about those kids that actually come from programs with instructors and they can read their butts off? What about them? Because the flip side is now they have to stand at attention, right? They have to stand at attention because they're like, I've been had this. I looked it over. I pretty much got it. But then, and then we all know those kids that learn by rote. You got that one kid that can hear it one time. That's what we all want, right? If we're going to do a rote, that kid can hear it one time and play it back just like that. But what about that kid that needs 16 times, right? Different things like, or that not just playing rudiments, but what about the rhythmic accuracy? What about roll modulation, right? And then we're saying, you're dirty, stop, play it again. No, you're not fixing it because they don't know what they're playing from like roll modulation from a standpoint of like that, or what type of notes. How does that 8-note triplet roll sound versus an 8-note roll versus a 16th-note roll turning to 32nd notes, right? All that stuff is stuff that we're just spinning our wheels trying to get them to grasp and memorize. You see what I'm saying? You learn math formulas, right? You learn math formulas so that when you are away, and what do all teachers, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, what do all teachers tell us? Show your work. That's how I know you're not cheating.
So for me, if I chime in.
One thing you can
hold on right quick, because Quan been trying to get in for like
my fault, Quan.
So let's do Quan, Kush, and then Dante.
So I'm trying to get everybody, because I'm on the show normally, and